imagine a creature that can change color in an instant to vanish right before your eyes. A creature that solves complex puzzles faster than a toddler, uses tools like a real engineer, and even escapes from supposedly secure aquariums. This isn't science fiction. This is the everyday reality of the octopus, an animal so intelligent that many scientists quietly call it the closest thing to an alien intelligence we have right here on Earth. Today, we're going to dive deep, literally and figuratively, into why the octopus might just be the smartest creature in the ocean, and why it continues to terrify, fascinate, and humble us in equal measure. First, let's talk about the body itself, because the octopus is built unlike anything else alive. It has 3 hearts. 2 of them pump blood through the gills to pick up oxygen, and the third sends that oxygen-rich blood out to the rest of the body. But here's something wild. When the octopus swims, really exerts itself, that main systemic heart actually stops beating for a moment. That's one big reason they prefer to crawl along the seafloor rather than jet through the water for long distances. And the blood? It's blue, not red like ours. That's because octopuses use copper-based hemocyanin to carry oxygen instead of the iron-based hemoglobin we rely on. Copper makes the blood far more efficient in cold, low-oxygen deep water. But it also explains why an injured octopus bleeds a vivid, almost electric blue. Now, the arms. 8 long, flexible arms, each one covered in roughly 2,000 suction cups that can taste, touch, and grip with incredible precision. Here's where it gets really strange. About 2/3 of the octopus's neurons, its entire nervous system, are not in the central brain at all. They're distributed right inside the arms. Each arm has its own mini brain, its own cluster of neurons. That means the arms can taste something, decide to grab it, and act, all before the central brain even finishes processing the information. In a very real sense, the octopus thinks with its arms. So, how smart is it, really? In 2009, researchers in Indonesia filmed something that changed the way we think about invertebrate intelligence forever. A veined octopus was seen collecting coconut shell halves from the seafloor, carrying them around for later use, and then assembling them into a portable shelter. That's not instinct. That's planning. That's tool use with foresight, something biologists once believed only humans and a handful of primates were capable of. In labs, octopuses have learned to unscrew jars to get at food inside. They've navigated mazes. They've distinguished between different shapes, different colors, even different individual humans. They remember faces, and they remember grudges. There's a famous story of an octopus at a New Zealand aquarium who, every time a particular staff member walked by, would shoot a jet of water at her. No one else, just her. It remembered her, and it clearly didn't like her. And then there's Inky, perhaps the most famous escape artist in history. In 2016, Inky the common octopus slipped out of his tank at the National Aquarium of New Zealand. He climbed down a drain pipe, slithered 8 feet across the floor, found another drain, and vanished into the ocean. All caught on security cameras. He planned his route. He took risks. He succeeded. But the mimic octopus takes deception to another level entirely. This species, found in the Indo-Pacific, can impersonate more than 15 different animals. It flattens itself and swims like a flounder to avoid predators. It raises 6 arms and sways like a venomous lionfish. It even mimics the banded sea snake, a deadly predator, to scare off threats. That's not just camouflage, that's acting. That's understanding how other creatures see the world and exploiting it. Yet, for all this brilliance, the octopus has a surprisingly short life. Most species live only 1 to 2 years. Females lay thousands of eggs, then guard them without eating for months, sometimes up to a year. They circulate water over the eggs to keep them oxygenated, fend off predators, and slowly starve to death. Many die right as the babies hatch. Males, after mating, enter a rapid decline. Their bodies basically self-destruct. It's a brutal trade-off. Extreme intelligence packed into an extremely brief existence. And they're masters of deception in other ways too. The California two-spot octopus flashes fake eye spots on its mantle to confuse attackers. Some species have even been seen throwing silt and shells at crabs or fish that get too close, a behavior only documented in the last few years. So, why did octopuses evolve to be this intelligent? Most researchers believe it's because they live in such complex, dangerous, ever-changing environments. No protective shell, hundreds of predators, constant need to hunt, hide, explore. Their distributed nervous system, thinking with their arms, gives them incredible flexibility. They can taste with their skin. They can change color and texture in milliseconds thanks to thousands of chromatophores. They can squeeze through any opening as large as their beak, the only hard part of their body. Some scientists have even proposed wilder ideas, because octopuses edit their own RNA, allowing them to adapt proteins on the fly in response to temperature or environment. A fringe theory called panspermia suggests their genetics are so unusual they might have arrived on Earth from space. While most biologists dismiss that as speculation, it shows just how alien their biology really feels. Despite their genius, octopuses face growing threats: overfishing, habitat destruction, pollution, warming oceans. Their short lifespans make populations especially vulnerable. Conservation efforts are increasing: marine protected areas, sustainable fishing rules, public awareness. But we still have a long way to go. The octopus is a living reminder of how extraordinary life on this planet can be, and how fragile it is. So the next time you see one in an aquarium or in a documentary, remember, you're looking at a mind that has been solving problems, escaping danger, and outsmarting the world for millions of years. Thanks so much for watching. If this blew your mind, give it a like, drop a comment with your favorite octopus fact, and hit subscribe so you never miss another deep dive into the animal kingdom. Want to find out which animal matches your personality, or which creature would be your perfect pet or spirit guide? Check out the Ultimate Animal Quiz, linked in the description and pinned comment. It's completely free and honestly kind of addictive. Until next time, keep exploring the wild world around us. See you in the next one.